Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us today. My name is Jose,
I'm Rafa.
and this is
Podcast name to be determined.
podcast name to be determined. It's funny how we're trying to start a podcast without even having a name for it. I do apologize about that, but we will get back to you on that.
But we've been talking about starting this up for probably over a year now, right?
Chicago.
Chicago, dude.
Chicago.
We're having
Aldi's
some
pizza.
deep dish pizza,
Deep dish pizza. We
which
made a
was
game
good.
plan.
Which was good.
Fire.
Yeah.
We made a game plan, and here it is. I do want to let our audience know, a little bit how we met. I met you, what was it, in 7th grade?
Yes, sir.
Los
Los Lisos.
Lobos. What was it? No.
Miss Voles. I think that was
the airplane.
Yeah, I think that was 8th grade though.
That was 8th grade.
That was 8th grade. That was
So-
But I want to say probably was it an English class that we had?
I don't even remember.
I don't know, but we met each other in 7th grade. I think the time that I've kind of felt that you were like my more than my best friend. You were my brother. Is you never really been one to kind of show emotions. I think this was back in I want to say it was 2018. Zion. Yeah, dude. We were in that pretty intense hike and wanted to take a fucking dope ass picture right off the edge.
Oh yeah.
You know that.
That
any wrong step, I wouldn't be here today. And there I was, my dumb ass trying to take a pic, and I got close to the edge, and I remember just kind of just looking down, getting dizzy. My body leaned forward. I felt like straight up, it was like a slow motion thing. I was kind of leaning towards, and then I don't know what it was. I felt like a little gust of wind, bro, just fucking brought me back, dude. Whatever it was, I came back, and I remember just turning around and looking at you, bro, and just like the look on your face where it was like you were about to cry, like if I was already dead, like you were about to cry, and then from that day I was like, this motherfucker cares about me,
Yeah, I did. I remember that. To me, it was a little earlier. Obviously, you were the reason why I started playing football. I remember called my Sprint number, left me a bunch of voicemails. I was grounded. You told Trash Check, hey, you brought me down to that field.
Yeah.
What was that? It was just random people.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of us trying to get some extra work after practice.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember going to that, and I was like, why am I even coming here? Like,
I remember I had to go pick you up at your house one time too to take you to practice, take you to go lift, meet the coaches. But yeah, bro, I just saw so much fucking potential in you. I couldn't let that go to waste. I was like, fuck no, dude.
But to me, yeah, that was. I mean, obviously, that was a big thing too. We obviously met in middle school. You were hanging out with a different crowd than I was. I was a part of a different crowd. You eventually came to my crowd, which was kind of funny because, each crowd was very, very,
very different.
Through thick and thin, there was a lot of stuff that we went up and down with. Zion was that year was a big year for me in the sense of I was going through a lot, going through a breakup. You were kind of there to pick me up. Taking me out and stuff like that. So for me, that year was definitely a year where our relationship went a lot higher. But to me, it was a lot more like, solidified in those years.
Yeah. I think 2018, that was the year, bro. That was the year after too. I was kind of getting over a little heartbreak and
oh yeah.
I got in the best shape of my life, bro. I remember, bro. I was down in the dumps, but you kind of always you were there for me during that time. So you helped me get over that. You kind of pushed me to kind of just keep working, man. And I eventually became the best version of myself during that point, and we started doing all that cool stuff. Zion, Yosemite,
Sequoia,
even going out, just having fun, just us.
The Drake concerts, which we'll get that, and that'll be an episode.
That'll be a whole other topic, but yeah, man, that was.
We've done a lot of stuff together. We've done, traveling, going out, doing some random ass stuff.
Even a couples massage.
Ultimately, our goal here is to really just talk about topics, that we think is important to us. We understand out there, people or men in general don't have a voice or think they don't have a voice, and that's one of the reasons why we decided to start this is because, me and him are pretty much, two peas in a pod when it comes to that. We do have emotions. We do like to express ourselves, but at the same time, we do understand that as a man, it does come with some conviction. Don't you agree?
Yeah, man. I mean, again, I think you're the only really person that I can just talk to openly and just
Yeah.
talk about anything. You need that brotherhood, right?
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
that one person in your life that kind of understands that you can go to and kind of set you straight. Girls will really lift each other up. I think
Mm-hmm.
us guys are a little bit more to the point, more realistic. I mean, I don't know, can't count how many times you told me to stop being a little bitch and get over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But sometimes I need to hear that.
Yeah.
Again, just kind of talk about things that men really just have on their mind because I
Yeah.
feel like men really aren't heard. Well, one, we don't really talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
And two, if we do talk in general, are seen as weak or they don't want to feel vulnerable when we do
Mm-hmm.
kind of express your emotions. And I've felt that way before, but when I'm talking to you, I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm gonna be judged. I could finally let some of this load off my shoulders, and you'll tell me what I need to hear, or you'll just listen, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes that's what we need. For the most part, that's kind of the point why I want to do this.
Yeah.
Just have our guy talk,
Yeah.
or
No.
because I feel like sometimes we say some really dope shit, and other people don't.
We will say or we will do or I don't know. We'll come up with some sort of stuff. But to piggyback off what you were saying, to me, it's just important, for us to have a conversation, to talk. Obviously we'll joke around, we'll have some, laughs and stuff, but ultimately it's a breath of fresh air. It's a different, personalities. Obviously, you coming in, you have a daughter, you've been successful, you've had, you know, your fair share of development in yourself, which kudos. And to me, like I always talk highly about you. And for myself, like I've just grown so much individually as a person. Even emotionally, like being an emotional roller coaster from 2017, 2018 to even now, being able to kind of control myself a lot better,
Right.
emotionally. Obviously there's a lot of things that out in the world that I want to talk about, and it's one of the reasons why, obviously you and I are starting this. We also want to touch on, random topics, right? Like what's going on in today's day,
Yeah, exactly.
some random stuff like Hakatui girl, making millions and then going to jail.
Damn.
Well, that's what I read. I don't know, but
Did she?
yeah,
What the fuck? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
she did a little meme coin, and
I heard about that. I
yeah,
heard about
yeah.
that.
So
That's dope. That's dope. Hey, buy me
from
some Bitcoin right now. I know it just hit over 100K. I'm just kidding. That's not financial advice. Don't sue me. But
yeah, we're not financial advisors,
yes,
so
yes.
don't, yeah.
But
Talk about growth, development. Obviously, that's something that's going to be a major part of our channel, and what we want to accomplish here,
you
and see
know,
where this goes.
so
This is
some days we'll hit on some goofy shit, but some other days we'll probably get deep. Might
mhm.
shed a tear or two, but I'll try not to.
We're looking forward to it. We're looking forward to it. Goals.
Hold up. Before we talk about goals, I just want to, man, I just want to congratulate you for having a girl, man. Having a baby girl. We just had your gender reveal this last weekend, and well, dude, tell me a little bit about that. You shed a tear too.
I did.
Tell me the emotions you were feeling.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a ride. Finding out, that my partner's pregnant. Finding out that it's gonna be a girl. Definitely took me into a spiral of emotions. The reason why, for the longest time, I thought I can have kids, bro.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't recommend this at all, but I was, raw dog in life, you know, just not being safe, and things just never hit, until this one came along. I'm definitely excited, definitely scared. It's just one of those, you're never gonna be completely ready, and
yeah,
I want to be,
yeah.
but it's impossible.
Get used to that, brother. Get used to that.
Like I want to, read books and take classes, but at the same time, like they get you ready for a certain individual. What if my baby is a different individual? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, but it is a good feeling, but definitely scared. Like
yeah,
I'll always admit, definitely scared. Even right now, like I'm happy for it, but like scared out of my mind.
Yeah, I remember kind of going through those same feelings, man. Just kind of scared, not knowing if I was ready.
Yeah.
Kind of just worried that I wouldn't step up to the occasion. But I kind of just let my instincts, do its thing, and everything that came up, we figured it out, and I'm proud to say that I think I'm a great dad.
Oh, I agree.
I've done a great job, but I know that the same thing's gonna go for you. I
Yeah.
think the type of man you are, I know you're gonna be an amazing father.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like it's a scary ride, but definitely enjoyable. And again, I just feel so honored that I was the first person that you
Oh
called,
yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, man. Just knowing I'm the first person you called when like you found out you were gonna have a kid.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
I stressed about it with Steph. I was like, he has to be the first one to know. So I just
I was so happy, bro. And then I was the first one to know the gender too.
yeah, yeah.
So kind of thinking back on what you said on how you kind of knew what the gender was based off my reaction.
Oh yeah.
Kind of a little bit backstory. I was in Seattle, right? My first morning there, I went on a run. You FaceTime me. You told me you got the results, and then you were gonna send me the information. But just tell me what gave it away for you, because I thought I did a good job hiding it,
No.
and I was so proud of myself. I didn't tell anybody, so I'm kind of pissed that you kind of that you kind of knew. But tell me what gave it away.
Because of your reaction. I had such tunnel vision where I was just like, I have to call you.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, hey, just let me know if it says on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could have just texted you. But anyways, I called you and I sent you the text message. And as you went through it, once you saw it and you said I got it, the face you made, it wasn't a face of like, oh, I wonder how it's gonna go. Like it's gonna be sick. It's a boy. It was more so like, haha, like you're about to,
Yeah.
And for the longest time, like everyone's asking me, like, what do you want it to be? What do you want it to be? And I'm just like, if I start telling people like if it's a girl, like I want it to be a girl, because I want to be right,
Right.
I obviously want to be right. I'm gonna give it away. So I was always just like, nah, just as long as God gives it to me healthy,
Right.
I'll be fine. But that's really what gave it away, is just that face. But I was fed up because you were like, no. You're like, no. I was like, I know.
I was like, there's
is.
no way,
I know
I
what
was
it
like,
is.
there's no way.
You're like,
I'm just happy for you, man. Like I'm happy for you. I think I was blessed to have a girl. I think my baby changed everything for me, and I think it's gonna do the same thing for you.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm just happy for you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the journey that you went through. So
yeah, man, and I'm excited to meet her, man, already.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. Which, by the way, the name's gonna be Rebecca Noel.
Yeah.
Ballesteros. Partner chose Rebecca. Sounds like a nice name. Noel is from the anime, Black Clover. So she's my favorite girl there. Little water princess. My question is, who are you going out with tonight?
Well, name I cannot mention.
Yeah, that's okay.
Name I cannot mention, but
But is she a female or a male?
Damn.
It's a valid question nowadays.
It's not a fucking valid question.
What do you mean?
You think we're in Thailand? We could go to Thailand though. Lady boy.
Lady boy. Yeah, but I don't know. You go out and hang out with some chicks, and I don't know if they're chicks with.
What the fuck, bro? Asshole.
Okay, you're right.
But honestly, I don't know too much about her. But she seems like a nice, genuine girl. She asked me if I want to go ice skating tonight.
Okay.
I said I'm down. She's been ice skating since she was 6. She said so. I'm a little nervous, but I'll let you know how that goes, and maybe I'll talk about it in the next episodes.
You barely talk about any of these, so
I won't disclose names, but I can talk about my experiences. Anyways,
all right,
your goals, right?
So obviously, I want to know like where you see yourself in 2, 5, 10 years, right? But I'm interested to finding out like what is your short-term goal right now.
Honestly, man, I think these last few months have kind of been a little all over the place for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of going through what I'm going through with my daughter's mom.
Yeah.
I just feel like my options are very limited to what I can do. My goal has always been to buy a house.
Yeah.
Orange County, probably one of the hardest places to buy a house.
Yeah.
So I've always kind of looked up like out of county, out of state. That's not really an option anymore for me because I
Okay.
have to stay close to my baby.
Yeah.
So as far as goals, man, I think just continuing to work, stack up cash, and kind of continue bettering myself. I know the right things will come for me as if I just kind of put my head down, continue to go to work, and let life do its thing. Any goals that I had before, I think that just kind of went out the window. Um, where I kind of have to reevaluate myself,
Mm-hmm.
find a new game plan, and
Mm-hmm.
and go with it. But right now, to be honest with you, I'm a little lost on where I'm going to be. I don't have a vision for myself right now.
Yeah.
But until I figure out that vision, I'm just gonna again put my head down, go to work, and see what happens.
Damn. So that's the unspoken things. That's the scary part, right, about having kids. The fact that we have to cater to. It's okay, catering to your daughter because that's your daughter,
Right.
right? But if you're with your partner or not with your partner, or your baby mama, whatever you want to call them, and they disagree with you, that's what that's what scares me the
Right.
most. Like, I don't know how you do it, to be honest with you. Like,
It's a lot of sacrifice on the man's part. A lot of that stuff again kind of goes unnoticed.
yeah, yeah,
'Cause we don't really talk about it, right? We
hundred
don't we
percent
don't throw them we don't throw it in their face. We don't really say anything until they kind of start throwing,
bickering and throwing
yeah,
stuff
start
back.
throwing
Yeah,
things at you.
yeah,
So but I have put up with a lot. I continue to put up with some.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's just I just want my daughter, man. My daughter's mom, she's a great mother and everything.
yeah,
Um, but I'm just happy that she's not one of those people that have threatened to like take her away from me and
oh yeah, that would suck.
and child support and
Yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like she knows at the end of the day, I'm gonna be there for my daughter,
yeah, 100%.
whether we have our own issues or not. That's a different story. But
Yeah,
when it comes to my daughter, I'm gonna be there for her no matter what, and she understands that, right? Um, but again, it still kind of makes it challenging because I feel like we are two completely different people. Our
yeah,
mindsets are completely different, and I feel like again I have to cater to a lot of what she wants and
yeah,
has and needs. Where I put my wants and needs further down the list.
yeah, yeah,
But a lot of it is to keep the peace.
yeah,
Is to keep the peace, right? Would strongly advise any parents, especially young parents, is if the relationship can be, fixed, you know, fix it, man. It's
yeah,
nothing's worse than a broken family. There were some things that me and her did,
yeah,
that we both crossed the lines. But at the end of the day, I think, yeah, I'm just try to fix it. Whatever you and your partner have going on,
yeah.
if it's not that big of a deal, fix it, get
Fix it.
over it.
Yeah,
Being a family's always been my dream, man.
yeah,
And not having that, it kind of hurts.
yeah,
Um, but that'd be my biggest advice. Is just if you can make it work, man.
yeah.
It's not you won't ever find the perfect partner.
Mm-hmm.
I think love is kind of finding someone who's worth putting up with that bullshit.
Yes.
Because everyone's gonna have their own
Yes.
baggage. Everyone's gonna have their own flaws.
Mm-hmm.
You got to find that person who's worth, you know, putting up with that shit.
Yeah.
Um,
At the end of the day, it's a choice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Love is choice because you can fall in and out of love in any relationship over any time span. It's up to you guys whether you guys want to keep fighting for it or not. Because whether if you guys kind of eventually become unhappy in the relationship,
Yeah.
move on to someone new, the cycle continues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be great that beginning, but eventually you're gonna get tired of it. You're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
bored of it. You're gonna want to find that next person, that next spark in your life, and But I think if each individual just continues to evolve and continues to improve himself, it's like you're becoming a new person, make each other fall
Yeah.
in love with each other again.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it just comes to a point, right, where you were saying it doesn't matter if you and I disagree in a way, right? Let's say if we want to walk path A, I want to walk path A, she wants to walk path B, but let's just say we have a conversation about it and we end up walking path B. It's not the path I wanted, but it's the path she wanted.
Right.
But we came to an agreement that we're going to walk path B. I'm not going to half-ass it, right? And say, ugh, I don't want to walk path B. I'm going to wait
Right.
till we fail and then go walk path A.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if you don't try, like, what if you do try and walk path B and it works out?
Right.
Like, that's the communication part. Like, even as friends, like, you and I can have some disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally normal. That's fine. But we choose to coexist to have this relationship that we have, right? Whether or not it bumps heads, if we agree to disagree. But at the end of the day, I'm going to give you 100%. You're going to give me 100%.
Absolutely.
And then that's what makes, that's what I've learned well from what you were saying, trying to fix it and stuff.
Yeah, man.
With the relationships, any relationship with a partner, relationship with your friends, parents, acquaintances, anything like that. Right?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. I kind of, yeah, it's one of those untold things from guys.
And we want a lot of the similar things in a partner.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy for you that you found a lot of the qualities that we do look for. The
Mm-hmm.
whole, she kind of trusts your instincts, she trusts your leadership, and she listens to you, and I think that's very important. I feel like men have kind of lost their way. I think we just need to be those leaders again. We just need to trust our
Yeah.
instincts. And I kind of saw a post recently too, where it's like, as a father, as a husband, you kind of have to have that backbone and make decisions, man. Even if your family hates you for a little bit, if at the end of the day that's what's best for your family, you got to make those decisions.
Yeah.
I think she trusts you, which is amazing.
Yeah.
She trusts your leadership. She trusts your instincts. You're a man worth following.
Yeah. I
And
appreciate that too.
think men just need to again continue to work on themselves, being that man that can be followed, because a girl's just not going to follow any man, and a lot of these men aren't worth following. Again, I'm happy for your family, your little family you're going to be having, man.
The new family I'm building.
Yes, sir.